Whoa, hold on. You're telling me that despite only being 13% of the population, they account for 50% of all- Damn. I didn't know pit bulls were that dangerous. Can't get to the fight with the final boss, so I go to the bonfire to level up. Oh, fuck me, the white girl's back. She gives me medallion. After she shuts up, I level to 54 with 23 faith. I want 25. 56. Dope. Now why'd I level up 50? We're here for something I was supposed to get earlier, but didn't. I swear this will never happen again in the rest of the video. I'm totally lying to you fuckers. From the first campsite, I head to the sweet-smelling shack and get invaded by Pantasia. Head for the bridge where I send the dog to the Shadow Realm. Red bitch is right behind me. I jump to where she killed me before and we trade a hit. I have to bait her up here, otherwise she'll fuck me up something fierce, so I jump down into fire because strategy. She gets a few hits in, and we both miss our killing blows. I'm beginning to think I'll never hit an air shot. I run back up to the safety spot and pro-gamer myself a death animation on Antarctica I've literally never seen before, but enough about that. She's dead. I'm alive. That's how it goes. The Golden Vow incantation is pretty good. It gives 15% more damage, a 10% damage reduction, and it lasts for 80 seconds. It also stacks with the fire buff. Very nice. Running down Main Street, I use my massive man muscles to push these doors open. I venture out and up to the elevator that the NPCs can't go on because they have insane fall protection in this game. I'm not taking any chances. There you go. Oh no. That should be good enough.
My name is Kyobu Masataka Oniwa! As I breathe, you will not pass the—
Down the elevator, I arrive at the place God forgot about. Back up the elevator, I decide to fight a boss I don't need to because funny gunman make content for YouTube videos. Again, I don't need to do this fight, which makes the fact that they dodge ballista even funnier to people who aren't me. The arena is massive, and getting hit by ballista bolts make these morons fly backwards, so all I have to do is bait out attacks and then counterattack. The Scarlet Rot one goes down easy enough. The Scarlet Rot one goes down easy enough. The Scarlet Rot one goes down easy enough. One left, just rinse and repeat what I already know and keep forgetting. This guy's got some different moves, but he still gets blasted by the ballista all the same. The easiest time to hit this guy is when he breathes fire, so that's what I'm doing. I also capitalize on melee swings as well. There's really nothing that impressive about the rest of this fight. Escaping the Shadow Realm, I enter the East Tower of London, level to 58 with 18 endurance, head up the elevator, give you motion sickness. I've literally never been here before, so I touch things that aren't mine and get Morgoth's Great Rune. Apparently this thing increases HP by 25%, but I doubt that'll ever be useful. Back in hell, I gamer my way to wherever I was trying to get to, dumpster a teardrop scarab so hard I get a tutorial message about it, and begin my fight with the boss. Just kidding, dipshits, I ran right past him to the side of Grace. Should have put a fog gate there if you wanted me to kill that thing, Midazaki. Oh fuck, we're in the one place worse than Wisconsin. I pick up a map showing me where the feds have orders to shoot on sight any and all who try to gaze upon the all-powerful pipeline. This footage is all unedited. I'm just amazing at this game and you're jealous because I'm so handsome. I tried jumping on top of Commander Niles' castle, but I forgot what button that is. I try to cheese the Phibia Seafarer, but my damage is humorous. Also, I keep getting hitboxed real bad, so I try to find the side of Grace, give up, backtrack to the castle top I want to try and get on top of, and actually make the jump. Too bad about that. Making my way into the castle the right way, I take the wrong way down, but get graced by God and respawn at a stake of marinara. The side of Grace is right outside the castle, by the way. I look for an alternative way in, but there isn't one, so I enter through the main gate. Run past everything, blah blah blah. You already fucking know what I'm doing here. I get nothing personneled, and my boy is losing his mind because he works at help desk. Clear this area out for a reason. There's a space you can shoot Mr. River through, and it's a very small hole in his arena from the ramparts over here. And that's how I plan on cheesing this boss. But not yet. First I have to fuck around for no reason to die. Back at the rampart, I take aim at Commander Nile.
Woo! That was so shitty.
I notice after respawning that I'm actually running low on bone ballista, so I craft more, which is nice because crafting on the go technically means I have unlimited ammo unless I'm being engaged. Heading back to the rampart.
Actually, I need to open a support ticket with AWS because she fucking broke this shit in a way that I'm honestly not sure how to fix it.
Things are going pretty good with the Egypt cheese until I hear something weird from my right. Just to see what I'm up against, I go into the arena and it goes exactly how you probably imagined it would. The other half of the secret medallion is close by, so how the hell did I get here? It must have been the wind. At any rate, I need the other half of that medallion, so I go get it from the Jar cosplayer and then fight the Omen Killer for no reason. I actually remember how good Horse Cannon is, and it ruins my sexist friend's mind.
You can use your horse here?
Back at the Grand Lift of Roll, I hoist the secret medallion and avoid all the little people. They're called little people. There's nothing else here to think. They're just called little people. And access the frigid outskirts. There are 3 very important things here. Access to the Halig Tree and all the items there, Maneater Manastasia, who drops the Ancient Somber Stone, and the Sanguine Noble, who allows access to the Blood Barn rune farms. All are essential for making this run easier. Anastasia is a bit difficult to hit. Not only that, but when she does hit, I'm not smart enough to kill this chick yet, so I tried the Penguin Noble. Not looking good, but this guy is more important to down than Mommy Mildred, so I need to keep trying. After failing to get this guy several times, I do manage to get mauled to death. I thought I could cheese Noelle from the cliffside, but the angle is just too sharp. Hello. The hell is that? I try to bait this guy to jump off the cliff, but instead he jumps to me and I take a tumble down the mountain. Somehow I not only survive the fall, but also dodge the fucking bear that's just been waiting down there! Unfortunately for Edgelord Razorblades, he's only programmed to dodge my attacks. Wow, so this is where all those pedophiles live. I have officially unlocked the rune farm and can buy whatever bolts I want, whenever I want. How, you may ask?
Like, on the east side that far for it.
Easily. After farming a bit to level 60, I run past the new Bone Wheel Skeletons and listen to a professional Overwatch player think Kingdom Hearts is a difficult game.
Tell you, man, this game, it's harder than Dark Souls.
Yeah, that's not that much of a hurdle to get past though.
This game was the Dark Souls before Dark Souls, man. I swear to God. Beat these Disney characters, man.
Oh, this boss is not that hard. This is that hard in general.
I mean, Zoldan is a really hard fight, so I don't blame you.
I don't remember like his timings at all, which is really fucking annoying.
Dude filtered me super hard.
Bruh, I played this game like 15 years after playing it. I had no problem with this boss.
Shut up, Kev.
Kevin just calling himself really smart.
You shit, Kev. Fuck you.
Yeah, go fight Maleficent without arrow. Go see how you do.
It's literally a game for children with cartoon characters.
This game is difficult and no one can tell me otherwise.
It's for children. You can't beat it. It's fucking pathetic.
It's for children. If I could beat it as a 6-year-old, you can beat it as a 5-year-old.
It's E10 plus. I mean, if you're 10 years or older, you should be able to beat it.
Having successfully navigated through the Religion of Peace, I can't see shit. Where the fuck am I going? Someone's attacking me. Where's the goddamn exit? Please don't let me die, Side of Grace, until my footage syncs up with someone else's stream.
Like that.
I was greedy as hell.
You could definitely just healed, and you just didn't.
Reviving and heading up the elevator, I snipe some idiot before challenging Mo. The fight with Emoji is not what I would describe as fun. Now, he did big boy damage, and I really don't have any reliable way or reason to kill him besides me want souls. After dying once, I start farming again by 120 explosive bolts and 47 ballista bolts. Challenging Moog again, I find... I'm pretty sure I can't do this by myself, and if this is what I can anticipate from the rest of the game, I'm gonna be needing some help. God, South Cali is so fucking beautiful this time of year. Taking the Stargate, I'm put directly into the Custom and Border Patrol break room. They're planning a quinceañera for some señorita named Radinha. That sounds lovely. I wonder where it's gonna be. Using the horse cannon, I somehow managed to get Radon to about 1/5 of his health before dying. Honestly, it's for the best, since none of the summons were using the jar cannon. I don't want this run to be considered sullied. After trying to cheese him once and running the entire map, I take him on again. Horse cannon is so insanely good that it makes me a bit upset I can't just melee with the jar. This rinse and repeat of me getting him to phase 2, not being able to get the cheese properly, and then trying again repeats itself until it works. I don't feel very fulfilled cheesing bosses. I mean, if you cheese one boss, really what's stopping you from cheesing more or just zipping to the end? You know what I mean?
お兄ちゃん
Regardless, I go to the whoa there catacombs and level up to 63. The whole point of killing Scourge and his cowardly dog was to get to Naloxone, the Eternal City. So after some platforming, we arrive at our destination. I'm only here for that thing that everyone uses, the Mimic Tier Spirit. But first, I have to MGE this asshole. This fight isn't as hard as it is just annoying. Here I realized something I had said before. Firing the jar cannon physically moves the player and their hurt boxes backwards. This fucks up the lock-on for most of my attacks, and this server's hit reg is garbage, bro. What the fuck am I on? 60 tick? Remembering that I spend most of my days talking to retired invite level 6's players, I shoot the Mimic at its feet with rockets. Froyo's poaching me to play next season, y'all. I have to get the Mimic Ash, which is down in Knight's Sacred Ground. Another Mimic challenges me with a regular crossbow. I shoot exactly one ballista before you already know. Come on now. This is raw footage of animal abuse in action. Using the Stone Sword key and prepping the shit out of myself with buffs, I only hit the guy guarding the Mimic Spirit for 1,254 damage. I now own the Mimic Tier Ash. Before I leave, I take my revenge on the bowling ball from earlier and some asshole chads the damage. My god, look at him, both hands on that thing. I go back to the merchant to buy some more I fucking hate this game. I'm only able to buy 19 with my Megadome. I spend a lot of time trying to figure out how to get to the next location, Fort Typo, for the Fire Scorpion Charm. This talisman increases fire attack, which explosive great arrows use. Before I challenge Mo again, I'll need the Cheater's Tier. Arriving at the second church of Meerkat, I start fighting yet another fucking NPC. Alright, well... It goes as poorly as expected because I'm a dumbass that can't remember how to fight literally all the other NPCs that I fought up until this point. Actually, I ended up finding an opening and then started getting third-party by the Hemorrhage Hounds. Remember, this footage is from patch 1.03, so these assholes can still one-shot me. Somehow my neurons activate and I find a safety spot up on the wall. All Eleonora, Primadora, Penny Alabadka can do at this point is scream at me.
Dude, get...
The tier she drops prevents the player from getting staggered or taking too much damage during the final countdown Moog Deep does. I must upgrade the Mimic. At this point in the game, I can get it to plus 10, no problem. The only problem is I have to actually obtain the materials in order to get this ash hole to plus 10. For the first 3, I can buy them after picking up the bell bearing and Nokron. Easy enough. 4th and 5th one I can get by taking a quick trip to the Shaded Castle. Unsurprisingly, I managed to get lost. Side note, getting hit by this holy rain magic attack these plants do doesn't have any stagger value to it. So I make my way back to the castle and
You gotta be kidding me.
head instead to the Sainted Hero's grave in Cloud Atlas. Unfortunately, the entrance is being guarded by a black knife assassin. Using the Mimic for the first time, it's only at plus 3, it does remarkably well at tanking shots and taking aggro away from me, which is really its entire purpose.
What is my purpose? Oh my god.
Yeah. The Mimic only attacks with lock-on capabilities, so I use free aim to pot-shot my frag. The way this dungeon works is by torturing the player with enemies that are invulnerable until they step into God's light. After being the insane dodge god I am, I managed to find the ghost warts I'm looking for and die before picking them up. Second time around goes much better and I decide to finish the dungeon to test the Mimic's bossing capabilities. My first shot goes as planned and my second shot is, of course it fucking is. Besides realizing how fucking amazing the Mimic Ash is during this fight, gotta remember it's only plus 3, I also noticed the hitboxes in this game are very tight. Like, real tight. I return to the Nexus and take the Mimic to plus 5. For plus 6, I need to go to Azur's Lane and die in the crosswalk. Gravewort is under the ramp pretty close to the entrance, so it's not difficult to get to. Plus 7 is in Betty White's tomb.
Oh, you're in one of these places? I fucking hate these.
I make my way past the Chariots of Fire, and I'm also getting better at MGE. I even end up DHing this moron. Plus 8, 9, and 10 are all at Moog's Neverland Ranch. Apparently I already picked up plus 8, which was near the entrance, so I only need 9 and 10, both of which are very close to the midpoint bonfire in the catacombs. Thankfully, they also illuminate the area.
Man, I bought a bag of like kettle barbecue chips. I really got... This bag is like fucking half air.
The classic.
It's like worse than normal. This is bad.
Yeah, that's why I just don't buy chips.
I did get Doritos lately, and man, I don't know if I'm just getting old, but those nacho cheese Doritos are not hitting the way they used to.
They never do.
I really never cared for Doritos, honestly.
Doritos are just like, you're always on the cusp of feeling like you taste something. It's really annoying.
Heading back to the Nexus, I upgrade the Mimic to plus 10 and go back to challenge mode. Returning to whatever the fuck I called this place before, I actually managed to not only successfully remember, but also how to kill Miss Steele for her Somber Stone and upgrade the jar cannon to +10. Which apparently I didn't even need to do because I could just grab this same stone at any point according to Slava Ukraine's video. I also head back to the Seaman-Stained Mountaintops, cheese the Deathbird, and use its runes to purchase 190 lightning great bolts. We can make these bolts more powerful with the talisman, so that's what I'm gonna go get next. Now in the Highlands, you know what, I'm actually tired of editing and narrating, so here's just some footage of me killing a boatman while I go get some water.
You know what, I did play Apex earlier today, and there was like some guy who, I don't think I've heard a guy talk so much in a public game with a video game in a hot minute, but he kept saying my name. He's like, Happy, follow me, Happy, give me ammo, and he kept calling me Happy.
Kevin,
Yeah,
the guy who's breathing,
yeah.
you should get on the mic and call him the N-word.
No?
What? Why not?
Overboard, he didn't do anything.
He breathed on the mic.
That's it? That's enough?
Yeah. People have been called that, but less.
Yeah, but... I like if I'm gonna do that, I like to be a little bit justified.
Alright, where was I? After picking up the wrong talisman, I make my way to Wyndham and comb the dungeon until I caught a glimpse of the Lightning Scorpion charm. Picking it up allows me to do more lightning damage, albeit by taking more damage as well. Fast forwarding through all the time wasting shit where I fail to kill Mo repeatedly, I try and make my way to the Halig tree without doing the flame lighting nonsense, but my fingers slip at the same time that my game crashes. Finally getting the bonfire outside the Godskin duo so I can fight them quicker. What the fuck is happening? The other spaces earlier I didn't really notice, but this is a huge jump. I've gone past mandatory bosses at this point. I'm not a speedrunner, so I don't know how to splice footage well enough to convince you that this is how it all happened. Looking through my files, these videos are in fact in sequential order. However, there's two videos that seem out of place in comparison with the others. One where it's just every member of Megadome making fun of AIM for being too cautious with his stream getting banned.
Says the N-bomb way more.
Well, alright, you're just talking about Sapphics, but Sapphics is black though, so that's fine.
No,
Phelps?
I've definitely heard Phelps drop some N-bombs.
Maybe not on my stream, but...
No, I've definitely heard it.
Man, AIM really went down the deep end, bro.
You're just scared because we speak the truth.
We do.
You're just scared we have personalities.
That's the real thing. We can't have everyone here outshines you and you're scared of it.
No, I can't have G on... Dude, G's gonna see some wild shit.
It doesn't even say anything that weird.
Yeah, it's really not. It's really no different than, like, I don't
Bro.
know, everyone in here.
Just say it's like he's an agent of chaos, but like
I
not
feel like-
malice.
I feel like people just say the R word on stream.
I
or
don't
something.
say that.
The R
Ragu.
word.
Okay.
You are not in here enough these days.
People definitely do say
Russian?
No one cares
It's
anymore.
not the R
We
word.
already-
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
We already had a long
my God.
conversation.
I'm definitely old if it's not the R word.
The only time wasn't acceptable was when Latin X was an actual word.
The
That
only
was
time-
like peak.
The only time I'm racist is when Rena's in here.
That is very true. And a second clip of me loading in at Mount Gilmer with 200 runes next to the explosive Great Arrows Merchant.
Ooh, we got Barry and Better Call Saul.
The next file after this is more Godskin Duo footage. After doing some digging, it seems as though OBS just straight up didn't output any frames. I don't know what the hell that means. I'm not a computer boy, but apparently this is something that can happen, and it just means that there's no footage that I ever did any of the things up to this point. I somehow have a backup for gun before the Mo fight, so not all is lost, except for the rest of this fucking script, apparently. This also means I have to redo a few things. First, I need to upgrade the jar cannon from +9 to 10 again, so I refight Anissa. Got the ancient Somber Stone. Second, I need the Mimic. again. This means fighting Radahn, which to me actually is a good thing because the last time I killed him by him drowning to death. This gives me another chance in order to kill him legitimately. Okay. Fighting Raiden with the jar cannon is difficult, but not impossible. I took him on by considering this as more of a joust than a duel, waiting for known openings, attacking, and getting out. No different than any other FromSoft boss, but the exception here being that Torrent feels necessary for my circumstances. Fight opens better than expected as he tries to snipe me 3 times instead of doing the Hellfire or shotgun blasts that I'm used to. I also do a fairly good amount of damage against him. The easiest time to hit him are when he crushes his fucking horse into the dunes and does a combo that ends in a sweep that changes once he powers up. Once he hit that lean though, all his moves begin to have an AoE or some type of wave damage associated with them. This is what makes Torrent so important for this fight, as he can help you quickly escape or straight up just jump over some of these attacks. One of the only moves to look out for is his fucking magnets attack, but if you dodge at just the right time, you can actually get sent further away from him. I don't know how it works, it just works. Of course! After not only somehow amazingly spotting his phase change and getting a ton of free hits, but also perfectly going in for hits after he comes crashing down harder than Tesla stock, the guy has no new moves except for these meteor rocks. Against all reason and logic, Radahn does not survive with a magic pixel, and the way to Knock Knock is open. I have to fight the Mimic again to get the Mimic Ash past him. I decided to fight me in the tradition I was most accustomed to, and I literally one-shot him. God, I'm strong. Round 2, I second scope him and take my free win. I head down to the Ash, one-shot the idiot obsessing over it, and my game stops recording. Which is alright, because all I was doing was collecting upgrade material for the Mimics, so in lieu of that...
I think a good example is, I don't think I hear white dudes talk like this, but kids talk like this. They be like, females be doing this. Like, when they say female, they put the oomph in it. So that,
yeah, fuck those bitches.
Time to go to the Hagrid tree, but first I need to light those fucking fires. In comparison to the first time I came to this area, this is actually much easier with the jar cannon than Spike Cestus. The range, paired with doing solid damage, helps either move or straight up murder all the ice archers. Sorry, archresses. I'm getting to know this weapon too well. I also used the kick skill for the first time here. I'm not even fucking with you for the funnies or anything. I literally have never used this skill on this weapon before until like 7 times in a row right here. After the last is lit, I use the slipstream device to head to Spore Central. There's probably some funny fucking joke I can call this place, but honestly it's way past my bedtime and I'm super sleepy, so I'm just typing this shit with my eyes half open until I just notice the footage has me getting hit with the bubble beam and living, so that's pretty dope. I think I do an Estus cancel here and then pro gamer my way down. Man, I am fucking good at this game. Oh god, never mind. Moving on and further toward my goal, I kill the snail that usually summons a bunch of assholes and do an Olympic leap to the elevator shortcut. I can now take on Loretta with ease. Strangely enough, Loretta doesn't dodge any ballista bolts fired at her. Mind you, that doesn't stop me from dying because I'm stupid. Twice. This fight is so much weirder than any other I've done up to this point because this boss is both staggered and interrupted by ballista bolts from both me and the Mimic. That, paired with the fact that most magic attacks have a pretty high wind-up time, caused this to be one of the easier late-game fights I got. Most of the fight was Loretta casting a spell and getting hit, and then trying to cast another one. Even when she went for melee attacks, she would change her mind if she took damage. It was definitely one of the stranger fights I've had with the jar cannon. I like you. You're a good person. Don't come to Ammo Mod tomorrow.